Hi there, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. Today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Wave 7. Now, if you follow any of the other videos that I've recently done on Masters of the Universe, you'll know that I've had this stuff for quite some time, but I've been waiting on Wave 6. And while I was trying to figure out how to do the videos, I decided instead of doing two figures as I've been doing them, or one figure like I do with the classified figures or the G.I. Joe stuff, I was just going to do them in waves because there's only so much to really go over on these. Although a lot of these figures now are repaints, but the one thing that I do like about the Masters of the Universe Origins repaints is they're not just repaints for repaint's sake. Now, don't get me wrong, they are probably doing it to make a little bit of extra money, but they're actually repainting stuff to see figures that what we had or what they had before, just kind of making, you know, stuff that's been in the comics or the mini comics, different things like that. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at these, and I'll start off with the comic. So all the waves come with the comic, right? So this wave comes with Challenge of Jitsu, and again on the back here you're gonna have the Sorceress, Jitsu, Stratos. And that's the way we see them the first time, and then Buzz Off. And once again, cool little comic. And again, these comics go back to what was originally in the Masters of the Universe figures. And if you don't know the story, you can look at Netflix for the Toys That Made Us. And there is a Masters of the Universe episode, and it's wonderful, and I think it's really cool the way they explain things in these documentaries that they do about different toys. And the reason for the comics, if you didn't know, was when the Masters of the Universe came out, they didn't have a comic, they didn't have a cartoon or anything. These were just figures they were putting out, so they asked them to create a story. And the way they did the story was through this small mini comic. And that's why these mini comics sometimes have nothing to do with the lore of Masters of the Universe or He-Man or anything. So that is where the idea of these little comics come from, which I think is pretty cool. G.I. Joe had its comics, you know, and that's what the figures followed. So anyway, you guys came to look at this, so we'll start with the first card, which is Buzz Off. And I gotta say, I did have this figure as a kid, and I really like Buzz Off. And here's the art. Of course, we got this nice glare. So you got this nice art, and if you look close, you can see who it looks like he's trying to get away from more than anyone. And then it shows you, you know, what he does. So here is our Buzz Off. Now it's kind of funny. I had completely forgotten about the hat that he has, because mine was always like this. I almost forgot about this, but looking at the old pictures, this kind of just sat on his head, which was good for back then. But they made the antlers, the antennas I guess you would say, protrude, so this thing is not going to fall off once you... I'm not doing real good with this, am I? Once you get it back on there. So you can actually throw this guy with his hat on in your box of figures, and you're not going to have to worry about losing this. He does come with his axe, which unfortunately, I'm going to say again, they really didn't do anything to make it so he can open and close his hand, which once again is something they missed out on. So here's his axe. You kind of got to wrap it around his hand, and you just kind of, balance it. Not balance it, but use the pressure to hold it. I'm not going to do that. It was on there, now it's not. Now I'm going to fumble around and fight with it. So, his wings that come open. I gotta say, this is kind of like the flying wave. 3 of the 4 figures do fly. Got his big old feet, so you're not gonna have to worry about him falling over, that's for sure. And they all do have ankle rockers. Again, I love these figures for play for children. His arms are going to move up and down fairly easily. And if you want to hide the wings, you can hide the wings, and they actually do pop off if you want them to. But not really sure why you'd want to take off Buzz-Off's wings. So anyway, there's your little bee guy. Again, still, I think, one of my favorite figures. The color scheme is really cool. It's very iconic, so you know exactly what figure you're getting there. See if I can get him to stand up. All right, there we go. Pick your little axe. Okay, next one is Jitsu. Now, I absolutely love Jitsu, and I love Fisto. And again, I didn't do reviews on those ones. They do have Fisto, but it's kind of surprising these two didn't come out together, because they were just so synonymous with being together, considering one had a big karate chop hand and the other one had a big fist. So on the back here, you're gonna get Jitsu fighting He-Man. Skeletor behind him, and again, I don't know why you have these big fists or this big karate chop, but it's pretty cool, I gotta say. All right, so here's my Jitsu, and he comes with his big samurai sword. Now clearly this is based off a samurai figure, and he's got this his big karate chop. Again, he no longer, like the original, when you lift it up, it would swing down or go up this way, same as the Fisto. But it does move around. Not gonna be able to do much, but it does have the left hand to hold his samurai sword. Again, nice articulation for what these figures are. So here's the first complaint, and this is not the first time that I've seen this issue with this figure, but his eyes are absolutely awful. They're actually so awful that it's actually kind of funny, to be honest. You look at that and you don't know where he's looking. This is the true definition of a lazy eye. But more, this is the true definition of lazy paint apps, because there's just no way to even know what he's looking at. But again, other than that, and I've seen people, they fixed it. They went in and, you know, colored the eyes white and then fixed the eye. So you could do that if you want to. I'm not about to, but the fact is, it's not just my figure. I'm gonna hope that these got out there and hopefully they redid them. But it's so bad that it's actually very comical. So there is your Jitsu figure. Another one that I thought was one of my favorites growing up, because I did have him and I had Fisto, and definitely liked having those two fight. So next is the Sorceress. Now again, she did come with Castle Grayskull, but this is more of your classic. I believe these were the classic colors of her. And that is the blue, white, and orange. And so here you have her, and you can see the horde and everything. They're attacking Castle Grayskull. So again, I do like this figure. I definitely like this color scheme better than her white color scheme, but they are the exact same figure. Staffs are the exact same, not even a color change. But again, as you can see with this one here, she's white. She has, you know, she's white, her skin tone, and then her translucent wings. This one here just looks way better. They colored in the feathers here, gave her the blue arms, white body. I really do like the way her wings look, the way that the colors just kind of blend in together. They do close down a little bit, not too much, and I like the way the eyes and everything look. I really like this blue. I like the orange. I think this color looks really, really nice. And if it was between the white that came with Castle Grayskull or this one, I'm definitely gonna pick this one every single day. So again, she does have the same issues with the knees. I'll never understand why the girls have such weird knees, although they did talk about how they did fix it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did that with the knees, but that is how the knees definitely do look. Now going back to, your Tila. As a matter of fact, I bet they're the exact same legs. All right. So the last figure, and this may have been my favorite Master of the Universe figure, is the Lucha Libre Stratos. Now, at first I was a little lukewarm on him because this is supposed to be the first appearance, and that's kind of why some people have been calling him the nude Stratos, but technically the gray Stratos is also nude, along with the majority of the He-Man figures. But exact same figures, but for the most part, everything is painted different. And I'm gonna say the blues on him are way better. I really like the blues on him so much more. It's just a darker, richer blue, all the way to the Lucha Libre mask. And I'm sorry if I say that too much, but come on, dude. This looks like a tag team right out of Mexico. All right, come on, right out of Mexico. Anyway, enough for the Lucha Libre, the WWE. I mean, they didn't even have to make figures. I mean, this is Rey Mysterio right here. So anyway, same figures, except he has skin tone rather than gray. But this is how he looked originally. But I gotta say, I love the dark blues way more than the more classic Stratos. If you wanted to, you could pop off the legs. You could put the gray on him, and you would have a darker one. Now, I was having an issue getting the legs off. I really haven't had the legs pop off yet, so I wasn't really gonna struggle to get it off, but I do believe the legs come off. I know the body pops off. So there's your Stratos, your blue. Again, another flying figure. He technically does have a jetpack when you look at it. I guess it's kind of like a double Boba Fett backpack. So there's your Stratos, Wave 7. First appearance. I love the blue. Again, I just think the mask, the blue accents look way better. Looks better with the red. He's got his yellow belt. So there is your Stratos. So there it is. And a quick look at Wave 7 of Masters of the Universe Origins. Again, I've been sitting on these for quite some time. I did find these at Target. I have seen these numerous times at Target, so they aren't hard to find. So if you are looking to get into this line, we're starting to see more and more figures other than He-Man and Skeletor on the pegs. Still not as much as I would like to see. It really does look like they're going to be doing, hey, here's your wave for a bit. It's going to be available, but still kind of hard to get, and then gone. So I don't know if they're going to be bringing these figures back. You would think they want to, because, man, people can say whatever they want about He-Man and Skeletor and how there were so many, but those things were always selling. They were always gone. Like, I'd be in Walmart or Target. I remember Walmart was the only one that had them. And again, I haven't seen them at Walmart in quite some time. We're getting them at Meijer now, here in Michigan. So if you have a Meijer, check there. They seem to be getting a bunch of the toys that maybe they were supposed to get, but during the lockdown and everything that went on, they were kind of held back. And so it seems like they're getting a bunch of stuff now that maybe they should have gotten earlier, rather than the Walmart or Target's getting them. So check if you have any other stores like that. Again, Meijer is just used to be a 24-hour store, but not due to the pandemic, it's not. It's basically a cleaner version of Walmart. That's the best way to put it. So you probably have some of those in your area. It's regional to the Midwest, side of Michigan. So I'm rambling on about Meijer, which means I definitely got to get going. So anyway, these are figures. I hope you enjoy it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. what do they say? Ring the bell, something like that. I guess I should pay attention a little bit more. Follow me on Instagram. Give me a like. Follow the channel. I appreciate it. I still have one more figure to do, which is going to be my mosquito over there. I'm about to sneeze, and I'm trying not to. Oh, anyway, there we go. So I have one more video to do. Probably do it tomorrow or this weekend, because as of right now, someone found the bats at Target, which means bats and alley viper. I hope I will find, and I can do a review on those. And you may not know this, but I get the G.I. Joe when I get out there, and I review them right away, and I compare the two to the originals, if I have the original, which the majority of the figures that are coming out, matter of fact, I think every figure that's coming out, I do have the original. I'm rambling on. Anyway, Master Universe, Wave 7. It's worth it. I really do like this wave. If you were able to order from Big Bad Toys sooner or earlier, it was $15 each figure. They've now jumped up, I think, to $18. Target's raised their prices. I'm not sure if Walmart, but again, I'm not seeing it at Walmart. Anyway, A Punk with Toys on Instagram. Smash the like button. Smash that bell button. That's what it is. Follow the channel. I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out of here, and happy toy hunting.